Hello and welcome to Tag Cycling. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Maggie Lyster. I'm a professional cyclist and yoga teacher in training, and today I'll be guiding you through this full body yoga flow. It's pretty friendly for beginners, but I'll be offering different variations as we move through the poses for different levels of difficulty. If anything feels off while you're moving through it, remember, just move out of that pose. You can come back to child's pose and just rest here until we move on. And yeah, so we'll get started in a cross-legged seated pose. Just your favorite leg in front, settle in here. We're just gonna start with a minute of breathing. So really just coming down out of our busy day or your busy morning or whenever you're doing this, and just taking some deep breaths. We don't find enough time during the day usually to do this, so even just taking a minute before you start doing yoga can help. So thinking about breathing into your belly. So just deep abdominal breaths. So deeply in and out. You can add a count. So in for 3, 2, 3, and out for 3. As you're doing this, just relax your shoulders back. You can roll them out a couple times, relax them down your back. Sit up tall, reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Just a little bit longer, just breathe here. Breathe into all this space you've created in your upper body. Breathe into your shoulders and check in. See if you notice already that something feels tight. And if it does, maybe you'll spend some more time there when we get into a pose that helps stretch it out. Just a couple more breaths. Deep in for a count and out. Just settling your mind and your body. A little bit longer. I know it's hard, especially for some of us if we have 1,000 things going on in our heads, but just try to relax. An important part of yoga, what makes it so helpful, especially when you're doing such a high intensity sport as cycling. It's good to do something that you can relax. And when you're ready, just hands to your knees. We're gonna start taking some circles. Just move your upper body around in some circles. You can shift, sit bone to sit bone. Get out some cracks and pops in your body. You can take as small circles or as big as you want. Then when you're ready, move the other way. Just around, just starting to get into those hips, into the glutes. Take 3 more circles. And come back up to center. You're gonna switch the cross of your legs. So bring your other leg, the one that might feel a little more uncomfortable in front. Reach your arms up, inhale, and drop your right arm to the mat. Side bend. Put a slight bend in that elbow, and just bend over towards that side. Feel a nice stretch through the left side of your body, from your hip up to your fingers. Inhale, exhale, and release. And come back up to center. Inhale your arms up. Maybe look up. And exhale, drop your left arm to the ground and bend over towards that side. Taking a nice side bend. Breathe into that rib cage. Encouraging the muscles in your side to relax. And inhale your arms back up. we're gonna shift into a twist. So bring your arms to the side, look over to your right side, hand to the outside of your right knee. You can turn your head to look over your back shoulder. Feeling this twist helps release the muscles in your stomach and helps with digestion, actually, interestingly enough. And inhale, arms back up, twist over to your left. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Deep breaths as you relax. One more breath here. And come back to center. Now, we're going to stretch our legs out. I'll just turn sideways so you can see me. Legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. You can settle into your sit bones. Really find the place where you can be strong and tall through your core. Bring your hands behind you. Palms, fingers faced forward. And just take some ankle rolls. Just get all those snaps and pops out of your ankles. Roll in one direction, then roll in the other. Still stretching up tall through your upper body. We'll add a little bit of core into here. So when you're ready, tuck your legs in, give yourself a hug, and then shift back. Sit back here. We're moving into boat pose. So you can sit here, bring your legs up to tabletop. You can walk them. Hold on to the backs of your legs. You can step, walk your legs out. One leg, then another. Remember to try to keep a straight back. Engage through the core and hug your legs in. Try to find your balance. It's going to take a lot of core engagement. And come up to tabletop. Maybe relax. And ready, we're going to engage our core. So you're going to shift back, do a little core work. Bring your arms up overhead, down all the way, engage, engage. Exhale and try to come back up. Sit here. We'll do that twice more. So really engage your core as you go down. Just building up a little bit of heat. Relax back, legs out. Don't touch your arms or legs down. Just stretch out. Stretch from your toes to the tips of your fingers. Exhale and back up. Once more. Inhale. Stretch out. Full body stretch. All the way. 2 more seconds. Exhale. Come all the way back up. Nice. And then bring your legs down. Stretch them out in front of you again. Flex your feet. You're going to take a forward fold. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. You might be just here. You might be holding onto your calves. You might be able to come forward, hold onto your ankles. Some of you might even be able to hold onto your toes. Go as far as you can. Starting with a flat back, inhale. And then exhale, relax everything down. Relax your neck, round through the spine. Just fold over yourself. If your hamstrings are really tight, put a slight bend in your legs. So you want to try to connect your belly to your thighs. Just breathe into the stretch through the back and the neck and your hamstrings. Relax everything down. You might move in this pose, so inhale, flat back. Exhale, relax down. Good. One more. And come up, come back up. When you're ready, cross your legs and roll forward onto your hands and knees. We'll come into a tabletop pose. So So first find your tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Knees under your hips. Engage through your core to make sure you have a nice flat back. No arching right now or rounding. Just find nice flat tabletop, neck long. And we'll come into cat-cow. So first of all, dropping through your stomach. Head forward, tailbone back and up. Coming into cow. Into your back bend. Exhale. Tuck your tailbone. Round through the spine. Stretching up into your cat. Take 5 of these. Inhale. Drop your belly, look forward. Tailbone up and back. Into cow. Exhale. Round through the spine. Tuck your tailbone. Come into cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Maybe rock a bit forward and back. You can move a bit in these poses. Do what feels good. Exhale into cat. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly. Look forward. Coming into a back bend. Exhale, round through the spine. 1 more. Inhale, drop the belly. Look forward. Exhale, round and up. And when you're ready, we're gonna walk our hands forward. We're gonna come into puppy pose. This can be pretty intense, so only take it as far as you can. So your goal eventually is to get your chest towards the mat. And it's a big shoulder opener. But just walk your hands out in front of you and just drop as far as you can. Don't push it. Just feeling that stretch and opening through the shoulders. If you can come all the way down, your chest touches the mat, and you bring your chin to look forward. This is called puppy pose. You may just be up here, just trying to relax down, and that's okay. Just breathe 2 more breaths. This is putting you into a back bend kind of shape, so you'll feel the stretch through your back, through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Walk your hands back in. We're gonna come into our first downward dog. So you're gonna tuck your toes, come up, come to the balls of your feet, and start by just walking it out. You might need to shorten your stance, you might need to lengthen it. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can bring your feet out wide, almost to the edge of your mat, and you can bend your knees. And that'll help just get a nice, gentle arch through your back. Just walk it out here. Feel the stretch into your calves. Nice. When you're ready, look forward, come forward into plank. Just hold here for a couple seconds. Really engaging through that core. Feel a long line of energy from the top of your head to your heels. You're gonna start shaking, just embrace that. Let's take a couple more seconds here. When you're ready, slowly, slowly, lower down to your stomach. Bring your elbows to your side. And finally, your belly will touch the ground. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands to either side of you. Other side of your chest and your rib cage. And inhale. Lift your chest, look up. Come into cobra. Elbows by your side. And exhale. Forehead down to the mat. Press up, back to child's pose. Just for a second. Relax your hips back. And come forward, back up to plank, and into down dog. And when you're ready, we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet. Coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Drop your head, bend your knees. Inhale, hands to your shins. Come up to a flat back. Exhale, drop it. Relax it forward. Again, tight hamstrings, bend your knees, connect your belly and your thighs. Maybe hold on to each elbow. You can take a slight sway here. You can shake your head, yes and no. Just relax through that neck. When you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to roll up to standing. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears and down your spine. Take a minute, and this is what we call mountain pose. Just really feel yourself stretching up and tall through the crown of your head. Call this Tadasana in Sanskrit, which is the language the yogis use. Stretching up. And ready, inhale, your arms up, overhead, and swan dive forward. Exhale. Inhale, hands to your shins. Exhale, hands to the mat. Come forward to plank. Once more, lower, slowly, slowly, down to your stomach. When you come there, bring your hands beside your rib cage. Inhale, lift your chest, look forward, come into cobra. Exhale, forehead back to the ground. This time you might just push straight back up to plank. So tuck your toes, hands beside your chest, engage your core, fire it up, and then back to down dog. So now walk it out here just for a breath. We're going to come forward into a lunge. So lift your right leg, tuck it, fire it in towards your belly, and then plant it on the mat, right under your right shoulder. So find your lunge here. Staying long through the back leg, keep that knee raised. Take your left hand down to the mat, right under your left shoulder, right arm out to the side, and twist it open. And just breathe. Feel this twist through your core. You want to feel like the twist is coming from your belly button. And then back to center. Drop the back knee. You're going to come into your low lunge. So inhale, your arms up and up over your head. Biceps beside your ears, and sink into that hip. Make sure your front knee doesn't come in front of your front toes. Just sink into that hip. Then hands down to the mat. Come up into a lunge again, and step back to plank, and back to down dog. Run through that all on the other side. So bringing your left leg up to start, looking forward, tuck it in, and then step to the front of your mat. Come into this lunge to start. Feel that energy, flat back, long line of energy from the crown of your head to your heel. Then right hand under your right shoulder. Left arm out to the side, and open up into this twist. Again, twisting from your belly button. Breathe here. Feel the opening through your shoulders. Feel a stretch through your hamstring. Hand back down to the mat. Drop your back knee. You might need to tuck your mat over, fold it over if it's hard on your back knee. Inhale your arms up, coming into a low lunge. Feel the stretch through your hip here. Feel your body stretching up tall. Breathe into it. Last little bit. And exhale, arms back down to the mat. Come up onto here, lift your back knee. Come back to plank, step back here. Settle here just for a second. And back to down dog. Walk it out. And when you're ready, drop your knees. Untuck your toes. Sink your hips back to child's pose. Just relax here. Feel the benefits of the practice you just did. Feel what might still feel tight or sore. You can come back to after. Do some more stretching. Just breathe again. Try to relax for just another minute as you close your practice. Feeling that nice relaxation through the back of the body. And walk your hands back up to your knees. Come back into your cross leg. Settle back in here. Close your eyes. Thank you for joining me again. It's a great practice. Feel free to go back into any of those poses, get deeper into them. I would definitely recommend doing a flow like this every day if you can. Just help opening stuff up, especially if you're riding lots and getting those tight muscles. But thanks for joining me. Again, my name's Maggie. Namaste.